In comes Bekah Jackson for Nemesis. Really caught the eye at the US Championship. Hops in and out of the tilted cube. She's very strong, very powerful, and she goes into the loading bay, but turns around. It's a race around the outside now as Jayden sets off around the lazy boy. Comes out from the middle of the sisters, goes cross quad, and the tag is made. Caught her as she was just trying to get away. There was not much time left.
Yeah, Bekah is an absolute powerhouse. I was really impressed with that trap that she set. She really sold it by going all the way into the loading bay. As soon as the straightaway was taken, I had no doubt in my mind Bekah was gonna get that tag. Took a little longer than I wanted it to, though.
In comes Megan Johnson, didn't even get on the quad in the semi-finals. What's not required is Kunoichi blasted their way past Vixens, but it's Taylor Carpenter at the minute who is threatening to blast Kunoichi off the quad. This time, doesn't go under the sisters, goes back round the other way. And the ridge offers some protection. She waits and waits and waits, and Megan reaches out a hand, but can't make contact. It's 3 on the spin. It's a lead-off hat-trick for Taylor. Nemesis bossing this one.
Taylor, slippery is the name of the game here, especially over here on the sisters, sending her opponent the opposite direction. She cuts back around towards the front line. Does she have the stamina to get another?
Taylor came here with something to prove after the last competition, and she's ready to go. She's been working so hard.
Ashlee Johnson from California, seen her competing in the open event before and goes through the bars, does not make contact. Amy's still going, Amy's still running. Now she pauses, now she waits. Ashlee makes a move, it doesn't make contact, and Amy's away again. And is the gap gonna close to just 1? Benny Hilling around the tilted cube, I think the tag was made. Last-ditch effort from Ashlee Johnson. The commitment there from Ashlee needed every ounce of effort.
Ashlee, pure power. You see her get multiple opportunities, full commit to every single one, and still able to explode for another one.
Anarchy send Jayden in again to try and get hold of Ashlee Johnson with her vast experience. Wastes a bit of time by the loading bay and sets off around the front line. Jayden is quick to get after her, but decides to bail out of it. And Ashlee goes back around that open space on the front line, over to the ridge, bounces off it. There's no move yet, but Jayden into the loading bay and smooth stuff to make the tag through the bars.
Same thing that we saw from the last chase from Ashlee, diving through that loading bay with her entire body, all or nothing for the tag.
Anarchy, evading.
Well, it is Taylor who gets things underway for Nemesis with Amy Baldwin chasing. She was very impressive in the semi-finals. Her brother's been incredibly impressive in the open event. But Taylor goes around the front line, hangs around with the lazy boy, decides not to wait too long. Under the sisters around the tilted cube. Amy looking for an option, goes over the bars and doesn't quite make contact. And Taylor looking good for a lead-off point here. That's exactly what she's got. Joey Adrian's with us. Impressive start to the final, Joey.
That was so solid from Taylor. Now, Amy set up some great traps, was just not able to execute.
Taylor is so slippery. She can find the smallest places to evade. She is so sly. She's almost like a snake when she plays.
A first look at Mikaila Quinn for Nemesis. It's only a 4-person team. They may be relying on these guys a lot on the quad. But it's a race around the outside for Jayden. She just sends her a dummy and goes all the way around the loading bay and under the ridge. And Mikaila's trying to cut down that space on the front line, and that's exactly what she does by the lazy boy to get the tag.
Man, she knew that the loading bay dive was coming, juked it, went the other direction, but Mikaila runs her down on the front line over towards the lazy boy.
Bekah. It was her point that got Nemesis off and running. Her tag can seal their spot in the final. And you could see that pace that she carried all the way through to the front line, but couldn't make it count. Stepping up onto the sisters, bouncing up and down over the bars, and Dara's somehow staying away. Bekah might get one more go. Comes over that platform there, but she doesn't get another go. Dara has just about kept Anarchy in it. Amy Baldwin must go back-to-back evasions. Ashlee Johnson sets off after her. It's all around the outside. Amy goes high, Ashlee goes low. It does not work out. It's a lovely move through the mountain for Amy Baldwin. And there's a move through the bars there. And the tag is made. The tag is given. And Kunoichi are beaten. The shoes come off in celebration for Ashlee Johnson. And Nemesis are the first ever women's WCT Pan-American champions.